friends, welcome back to my empty nest. I wanted to share with you what we're having for dinner for the next 3 or 4 nights. I've seen people do it, so why not? I cook from scratch, well, 99% of the time. So I figured I'd show you what we're having. Tonight we're just having something simple, burgers. We're trying to clean our freezer out because we had a problem. So we're just having burgers, and I'll show you what I do with the burgers. Chips to go on the side. That don't look so good. And then that's it. And then I'm so excited. My daughter is coming home for the weekend. So tomorrow we'll have her and her boyfriend eating over. Finally, life in this house again. That makes me happy. I don't know what's wrong with this onion. It's got a few bad spots. So I'm just gonna slice them thin. Could have used a bigger pan, but I'm not gonna. And I just got this cutting board. It's like a set of 3. It's supposed to be Gorilla Grip. It's not at all. Not even close. And I've washed it and used it a few times. And nope, no Gorilla Grip there. So I gotta be careful when I'm cutting on these because they're like, whoo, they slide right across the counter. So I'm just going to try and separate these. I think my pan is ready. I'm going to put some olive oil in there. And I'm going to let these go on low for 20-30 minutes so they get nice and caramelized and don't burn. I had this in the fridge, so that's why I used the last half of it. All right. You. This I could use the bigger pan. This is kind of cloudy, but anyway, I'm just gonna. This guy's gonna give me trouble, huh? Just gonna saute it on low, and it's gonna take about 20-30 minutes. And they're going to get a delicious light brown. And then corn on the cob, I'm just going to boil it in hot water and have some butter on a butter dish. Do that. And then for the jalapeno, I'm just going to do rings. And I don't care about the seed. It's going to make them hotter, but my husband likes it like that. So I'm going to wait for that to cook a little bit, and then I'll put this in. And yes, I'm going to grab some butter on my dish. Yeah, I wish we were having potatoes because that's really what I like and it fills me up. But and he puts the burgers on the grill, which the grill to me is, I like the grill, but sometimes he puts like a smoky flavor in and it kind of like burns the back of my throat. So hopefully he doesn't do it this time. So let me grab my butter. What are you guys all having for dinner today? I love to cook, but when it's just my husband and I cook almost just about every night. I take Saturdays off. But when my daughter comes, I just feel happier that I have more people to cook for. So, her boyfriend, and, you know, makes me happy. So, there's our butter, and what we do, old school, we roll the corn on the cob right in here after it's cooked. That's how I did it when I was a kid, and that's how I'm doing it. So, I'm just waiting for this to dry, and we'll be eating in a bit. Just waiting on the onions. They're just about getting there. I'm going to add the jalapeno. I found some tater tots in the back of the freezer, so I'll have a little potato. Not a real potato, but so we'll have that, and then I have a pickle here that I'm just going to slice up. And then this will go. Just real thin. I like it thin because, you know, we got a little mouth. Can't bite into anything big. Oh, it's so good. I love pickles. We'll put that on our plate. I'm getting ready to boil some water. I'm just going to throw the corn on the cob and boiling water. This is all you need for a delicious burger. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, and our corn on the cob. Got that ready. I'm going to put that on the table. Well, it was on the table. I'm going to put it back on the table. I'm going to eat this. And I'm getting ready to do my corn and put this tater tots in. And over here, I, of course, walked away for a minute, and a lot of it is a little dark, but hey, you know, I do that every time. I have good intentions, but that's okay. I am still going to eat it. And not all of it is dark. So, almost ready. And this is what we're having for dinner. Still waiting for the tater tots. We have corn on the cob. These are not both for me. One's for my husband. My burger's under here. Wimpy burger. Ketchup, relish, pepperoncinis. My husband's making his. And there's all our fixins. And salt and pepper. I'll show you a picture. I just want to see, does anybody else do this? This is how I was raised. This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is not as warm as it could be, but this is what we do. And then we butter it. And it's on there. Well, this one, it's kind of hard to get that side. And then, voila, buttered. And this is my husband's plate and his burger. And we are hungry. And these are freezer burn tater tots. But hey, we used them up. We didn't waste them. So, see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so tonight we're having salmon. And I I cut it in half because it was one long one. And I'm gonna marinate it and cook it right in this pan right here. And we're also gonna have rice and we're gonna have carrots. And the salmon and the carrots both go in the oven at 400 degrees, and I have rice in the oven right now. I don't know if you've tried rice in the oven, but it tastes really, really good. So to go on top of my salmon, I have a 1/3 cup maple syrup, 3 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 teaspoon salt, about a 1/2 teaspoon pepper, and about a teaspoon or a little bit more of garlic powder. And I'm gonna pour this over my meat here. Remove everything. And I'm gonna let it marinate for about 30 to 40 minutes in the fridge. And this is delicious. So simple, but so good. My family really loves this. What are you guys having for dinner? Okay. Okay, just gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up, I'll take it. And I'll put this in the fridge, and I'm gonna just get busy peeling and cutting my carrots. Okay, so halfway through, I just turn my salmon over, and then I'll turn it back over before it goes into the oven. So that's that. Actually, I have a little bit more. I have a little less than half. I waited too long to turn it, but that's perfectly fine. And then here, I have my carrots, and I really try to get ones that are even, but there's some that are a little smaller, but so might be a little more cooked than the larger one, but it still tastes delicious. And this, I'm just gonna do salt and pepper and some olive oil and maybe a little Italian seasoning. And I already did the rice in the oven, and it's really good in the oven, so that's ready. I just gotta cook my carrots and salmon, and we're good to go. Easy peasy. I think I'll just, oops, sorry about that. I'm just gonna put a little salt on my carrots. Salt is my friend, I tell you. I just love it. A little pepper. And I don't have avocado oil, but if I did, I would use it because it's going in a 400-degree oven, but this is what I got, so gotta go to the store. I went to the store, but I didn't get any because I didn't find a good one that I liked. I'm gonna put a little bit more olive oil. These are delicious. So it all should be ready. It takes about 20 minutes in the oven, and that's got about 12 minutes now on the salmon. So I'll bring you back. Okay, carrots going in. Oops, let me put this down there. Okay, going in. We are putting in this salmon here. And it's going to be delicioso. Sorry. Okay, see you in 20. Okay, I'm gonna take out the salmon, and I want to show you how you know it's done. Yummy, yummy. To see how it's done, you want it to be like an opaque color, and if you can easily, well, this is definitely done. If you can easily flake it off like that, it's done. And you want it to be opaque, but you want just a hint of red in the middle, because you don't want it overcooked, because overcooked fish does not taste good. But if it flakes off, you're good. And you can also use a thermometer, of course. But this is also going to carry over cook in this pan until our carrots, until our carrots are ready. That one had pepper, a lot of pepper. And I'm gonna be getting the carrots out in just a minute, but I wanted to tell you, it's like when I'm waiting, I just baste this a little, just a little extra flavor, moistness. And you could use this juice, you could put it over your rice, but I like the rice just the way it is. Okay, this is our plate tonight, salmon, rice, and carrots, and it's gonna be delicious. See you tomorrow. Hi friends. This is not a recipe, but this is in preparation of a recipe that I'm making this weekend. All my daughter's favorites. So today I made some northern beans in the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna let that cool a bit and jar it up. And because we're gonna have white chili tomorrow. And I also made a whole chicken. I have some chicken feet here that I put in with the carcass, and I also have some onion, and then I have more vegetables in the freezer. And then I also just picked the chicken off the bone. So we're gonna have white chicken chili. So we have the chicken all ready and the beans all ready, and I'll be back with the actual recipe and show you how I do it and what do I add, but it's in preparation for tomorrow's recipe. So I'm trying to make sure my daughter gets everything healthy, because once she goes back to college, she won't be so healthy again. So, all right, I'll see you later. I'm not sure if I was clear before, but I was waiting for the beans to be done so I could put the chicken carcass and the chicken feet in here. That's why I had it out. I don't know if I was clear. Probably not. So I'm not really even a fan of using the, it's still frozen. Actually, I think I'll probably not use that much. We'll save it. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know I was waiting for the beans. I put the beans in some jars, and now I'm doing the stock, and all in preparation for tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Hi friends, welcome back. Tonight we're having white chili, which is white. It's white because of chicken. It's chicken instead of beef or venison. So, and it's really good. It's definitely a family favorite. So here I chopped up a small onion, well, medium. And I have a small bell pepper from my garden and a jalapeno from my garden, like very small. For some reason, it just doesn't, they're not growing this year. And here I have salt, pepper, flour, garlic powder, and a little bit of dried oregano, maybe a little less than a teaspoon. And it looks big because it's dried from my garden. I dehydrated it, so it looks a little bigger than normal dried. So we got the seasoning, and then we have this is about 2 cans worth, 2 15-ounce cans or 14-ounce cans, now they have them, of northern beans, about a little over 2 cups of chicken stock, and the chicken. So what I'm gonna do, I'm waiting for my pan to come up, and I'm just gonna put some olive oil in there and saute the onions with the peppers. I'll put some olive oil. I don't measure, I just put it in. Coat the bottom of the pan. And it's ready because I just saw some smoke. So it's gonna sizzle here. I don't want to get burned. It already smells good. Already. As soon as you put it in the pan. But you know what? Onions just smell so good cooking. All the time. And I'm not going to put any salt and pepper in here because I already have it in my seasoning, my little bowl here, my seasoning bowl. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? I'm doing good. My daughter's leaving today, so I'm a little sad, but I enjoyed the weekend. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to let this saute and get some color on it. Okay, well, I got a little bit of color. Just a teeny bit of brown in there, but that's all I needed. And okay. And now I have this to put in, but I kind of spilled almost all of it all over the stove because my dog barked. It scared me. So we'll have to taste it. Make sure it's got enough seasoning and stuff. I actually picked up half of it. It's crazy. So I put them in, and now I'm just going to toast them and get a little, you know, the flavors to release. Just for a sec. My goodness. Oh, this is one of the reasons I just love to cook. The smells, just everything. How everything comes together. Okay. Okay. Got my beans. Do I want that much liquid? Let me see. Pour some out here. Okay. My beans are going in. And my broth. Just gonna scrape anything off the bottom. And this is it. We're not having any other side because she's gonna get going. And this is good enough for me because I'll probably have a snack after dinner anyway. Who am I kidding? Right. Okay. And if you see this little, where'd it go? Brown. The brown in here is from my whole chicken yesterday, so I just saved it. So that's got a good amount of flavor. Thank you. Just got it all over. Should have worn an apron. So I'm gonna let this come to a simmer, and I normally would add the chicken, but since it's cooked, I don't want to dry it out. It probably won't dry out, but I just do it this way. So I'm gonna hold off until this comes to a simmer. I'm gonna let this go for 15-20 minutes. Then I'll throw in my chicken. While I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to when I take the chicken off the bone, the whole bone, the whole chicken, I just kind of like peel it, like. So I need to just chop it. I think a little smaller, just a rough chop. And it's about a cup and a quarter of chicken. Or you could do as much as or as little as you want. One little bit. I have to show you my cheese. I forgot. I don't have cheese shredded. So I had to take little Tillamook bars like that and shred them in my shredder. So they look funny, but it's going to taste good. This is like one of my favorite cheeses. So I'll give you some in a minute. What are you guys having tonight on this beautiful Sunday? Not sure if I asked that. It's getting cooler here, little by little. I mean, no more 90s, but we're still in the high 80s, which still feels like the 90s. You know, it really does. All right, so I'm just, you know, just chopping this a little smaller. About 5 minutes left on this, but I'm going to throw the chicken in now. And we have this over rice because it goes farther, you know, and we also put cheddar cheese on top. And we do that with red chili as well. You know, you can stretch the meal, especially when you have a large family. Not sure if I'm going to add more. I'll see. And I'm just going to taste it. See, and I lost all my seasoning. My goodness. Cannot wait to eat. It might need a little salt, but I'm gonna hold off because I do have the cheese and I salted the rice too. So, but it's so good. This is one of our favorite meals. I miss cooking for a family of 5, but you know, someday it'll all come back. I'll have grandkids. Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, and here is the finished product. And I like broth, so I put about a teaspoon of flour in, but you could add more if you want it thicker. Sometimes I do, depending on how I feel, but I do like the broth, and then the rice soaks it up. But it's really good, especially if you use peppers and you don't use the original recipe called for the green chilies in the can, which are good too, but it's just, you cannot beat fresh ingredients. So just, you know, a fresh pepper and jalapeno, and it's delicious. Let me turn around here. Excuse my rock star hair. It's so funny because when I was young, I didn't have this rock star hair. I had straight hair. And then I went through menopause one day and it got wavy, weird. But I just want to say thank you so much for spending time with me these last few meals. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, just let me know in the comments. I hope you have a great Sunday. Thanks. Bye.